Yo, what's the motherfucking dilly? So peep this, peep this. So check this out, alright? Um, we're gonna go through my videos. Look, we're gonna go through the view count. So this video right here is me being a little intoxicated. Look at how many views that it's got. You wanna know why that is? Because gang stalkers, this government program, they like to twist up whatever they can, expand on it to try to profit for financial gain to get views. So it's about broadcasting our targeting to cell phones and to TV monitors that can pick up our targeting. That's why if you're a real targeted individual, you will see people constantly around you. If you protect yourself with fabric, trying to connect your neurons with a satellite, because with the phones, they're pretty much monitoring your thought patterns, your brain frequency, and they're putting the pieces together constantly so that the system works properly. Because so as I was saying, they want to make sure that the system is running properly, because if you wear fabrics or any kind of material that's conductive or non-conductive, what you're doing is you're putting a layer of an object between their satellites collecting information of your brain. What do you think is the most part of your body that broadcasts your gang stalking? It's going to be your brain. The most electrical activity emits from the brain. So if you start to block that, they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that the system is up and running properly. So you will see Time Warner vans pulling up to your house all the time. You will see city trucks passing by, police cars passing by, helicopters passing by. Every time I change my fabric to a different order, I have a helicopter passing by, flying overhead of my apartment. Exactly. And they can tune their propeller and fly a certain way or certain velocity to pretty much send out certain vibrations directed at your home or your window or whatever. So what I want to talk about too is soundproofing. A lot of people don't know, but if you soundproof your house, you can really minimize and reduce a lot of the targeting. I haven't done this myself, but because I don't have the money to do it. But if I did, I would. And it probably doesn't cost that much. And there's many ways of doing it. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. And they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to be light on your feet and quick on your feet. They don't want people to have their own opinions. They don't want people to be able to think for themselves. They want them to be able to be little puppets and follow the rules to the system, or you will face some kind of consequences. But we've already faced those consequences, so there's nothing left for them to do. The only thing now is to expose what they have done, for we have nothing left to lose. For they have taken our freedom. If we're out here not being able to live our lives, not being able to work properly, what's the fear of getting incarcerated or getting killed? You're already dead if you can't live. So as you can see, there's 35 views to that one. More shielding. They're going to be interested in shielding aspects of it because they want to know what you're going to be using so that they can combat it. Things that I talk about on my channel, they're already collecting information. They're already collecting what they need to collect. They already know what works and what doesn't work. But by me talking about it, I'm not giving them intel. The only thing by me giving them intel is saying what works and what doesn't, if I'm feeling any kind of negative effects or whatever. But they don't know what strategy I'm using at the time. So there's a lot of variables into what they're doing. It's a very wide different kinds of technologies and frequencies, vibrations, different things that they're focusing on us to properly gang stalk us. So if we do take certain measures to block a lot of that stuff out, there's only going to be certain things that can get through, like the millimeter waves or the Lily waves or whatever that you don't know how to block yet. They're going to be minimalized or neutralized completely. And only certain things are going to be able to get in. And the gang stalking program is not going to be able to work effectively. So they're going to need to set up a system on your rooftop around you, 5G systems. If you're in an inner city, it's going to be easier for them to collect information. If you have a cell phone, it's going to be easier for them to collect information. If you have Wi-Fi in your house, try to get a landline phone and see if you can without a Wi-Fi box. They're going to put you on a waiting list and they're going to tell you that you need a Wi-Fi box in order to get a landline phone. When before, back in the day, all you needed to do was plug in a freaking cord into a wall and you had service to call. It's all about collecting information. If they cannot collect information, they will not make money. Once you understand this, you take a big part of their aspect out of the program to make money off of us. So when you wise up, they have no choice. What are they going to do? They can't make themselves obvious. They're trying to hide in the dark and not let people know the shady shit that they're doing to their citizens. So how are they going to publicize and make you look like a bad guy when they're really the ones that are doing the corrupt deeds behind the scenes? They can't. They don't want to expose themselves. So once you get pretty much your head on straight and you start to figure things out, they don't have any more cards to play. They can try to gang stalk you, but they've already lost. Especially if you are promoting and exposing this program, which is flawed and eventually will crumble. See, they want to stay on top. That's why they have to do their jobs. They want to keep making the money that they're making from these big companies that are sponsoring and funding these programs. They want to keep that money continually flowing in their pockets. So if you start messing with their money, best believe that you're going to get some kind of backlash. Because there's so many people embedded into this program, millions of people that are getting paid, benefiting off of people's suffering. the most views that I have on a video is YouTube new terms and conditions. They're trying to publicize this, maybe because I titled it that way and it's getting views, or maybe because they can choose what to put out there and what to get views and what not to get views. So pretty much there's either two factors to this. It's because of the title of the video, or because they think that I'm worried that my YouTube channel is going to get shut down, and they put things on display for other people to see so they can kind of like, I don't know, I guess feel good about their gang stalking lifestyle and shit, like to kind of come together and point their fingers at you and be like, ha ha ha, or something like that. Anyways, the 144,000. Obviously, that's truth, so that's going to have a lot of views. CIA whistleblower. Edward Snowden. 5, keep your trees. Trees are very good, by the way, to block stuff. So keep a lot of vegetation in your house growing, prospering. The rogue element, forbidden knowledge, resistance, Facebook and gang stalking. NSA whistleblower, Sasha Stone, Birdman, gang stalking rulebook, types of gang stalking, and so on and so forth. If you post up a video of yourself in a vulnerable state, they will use it against you. That's how their whole program operates, is to try to make people look bad. So if you do it for them, what they'll do is they'll expand on it, and they'll put some music in the background. They'll put, little fucking animations or whatever to try to amplify it for people can get a reaction. And so that more people like it and they share it and they feel some kind of endorphins kicking in because they feel good about their wickedness that they're committing. So these people, they think that they're so wicked by contributing to this gang stalking program. Because I've even heard people myself say that, oh, I'm going to hell because they were contributing to my gang stalking. They're like, fuck, I'm going to hell because they were contributing to seeing the stuff that was being done behind my back against people that supposedly called themselves a friend or family, and they were doing wickedness to contribute to my gang stalking. So these people, they say, oh, we're going to hell, or like they kind of laugh about it. So they kind of laugh about it, like if they're such wicked people, but they know nothing of wickedness. Truly, they have not seen the darkness as I have or as other people have. We have been tested in so many ways and have seen such evil and have been given the choice to choose between that evil or good and to overcome it. And these people think that they're part of something that's wicked. They don't even understand the meaning of wicked. But they will see something that is wicked, that is waiting for them. They don't even know. They're freaking blind. They've never really truly had to suffer, so how could they really truly know wickedness? Only people that faith has been tested through trials and tribulations can you only say that you've known wickedness. To want to not exist anymore, to not want to go to heaven, to wake up in everlasting darkness forever and ever, and accept that fate. and not have anything that's tangible to you. No feelings towards anybody else. You don't want to love, get close to anyone at all. And live in this state day after day for years in darkness. You think you know wickedness? You fools have no idea what you're getting yourselves involved into. But you will see. You will see, and I will not be there to watch it happen. I just feel sorry for you to think that you can handle it. Because you're sadly mistaken. This is just a real talk. Me speaking from my soul. Something that you guys do not invest in. Whatever wolf you feed is the one that's going to be the strongest. So I choose to feed the one of light, the one of hope, the one of love. Yeshua HaMashiach. That's the one that I rely on. That is where my faith resides. So none of your wickedness, nothing you guys could ever do, amount of people, thousands of you, focusing all your energy upon me in wickedness could never defeat the love of God. Not in a million years. Because light always shines through the darkness. For those who have an ear, let them hear. For those who seek my face, whatever you invest in is what you're gonna eventually reap. You invest in wickedness, you're gonna see some real fucking wickedness. Trust and believe. You don't even know. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You fools have no clue what you are dabbling in. And you're gonna be the first ones to be crying because you're not gonna be able to handle it. You have not even been tested yet. When you truly are tested and you can still say that you trust in the Most High, even if you're still suffering, this life, this flesh is always going to have trials and tribulations. It's never going to be easy because we're born in sin. So that's what we're going to sow. That's what we're going to reap. It's always going to be wicked. But to see past it, to see in the eyes of Christ, the reason he came down and died for the children, the innocent ones, the people that still had love and hope for something that was of good. And not just go along with the system and just be like, oh yeah, everybody's going along with it. So ha ha ha, yeah. Oh, look at what's happening to them because I just want to be like everybody else. Like, the fuck, bro? God didn't call cowards to be in his kingdom. He didn't call weak people. He says he uses the foolish things of this world to confine the wise. You think I'm ashamed of anything that I do or anything that these perps know or information that they've gathered against me? You think I would really feel ashamed if they put anything out of me to try to shame me? There is nothing they can use to ever accomplish that. I have already lost all shame, pride. The only thing I take pride in is to serve the Most High. These people have failed their God. They have failed themselves. And they have failed everything that represents good by investing into this system. They're selling out their children's lives, livelihood, of them being part of anything that's prosperous. And whatever does prosper, it prospers in wickedness. They're teaching their kids how to gang stalk other people. They're connecting children to the hive mind system, already embedding them to think a certain way, to feel a certain way, to steer their thoughts and decisions in a certain way. Exactly what Satan wants. And all of you fucking puppets are just falling for it. You are selling out your own children to this beast system. And you are going to be the ones to blame when it all goes to shit. So remember the decisions that you make in this life, because you're going to carry them on to the next. And I hope that God has mercy on your soul.